Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Ninja Josh Evans on Twitch streaming. I'm going to talk about two concepts of things. They're two separate things from two main known things, but understanding from these things. Okay, so you know the concept that there was something, or there was NASA, okay? And the point of what I'm trying to get across is there was a foundation. This foundation that found out about this so-called concept, then later down the future becomes NASA. You see how I said that? Instead of going through all that trouble to find some kind of knowledge line over here on this other side, that didn't need to go that far for all that crazy stuff for this one simple basic answer. And that's the problem with these researcher people over here on the other side. They research all this stuff, they throw it at a person for this even Steven outlook to try to get at a person with the even Steven outlook, and then throw it back at them just to rub it in their face. But in the end, we don't need all that rubbing in somebody's face over some concept. We need just the basics. And this is where the number of fields become the number of reasons. So instead of all this throwback concept, just give the basics. Now, other than the basics of that, you establish to seek out the answer that you're looking for. The answer that you're looking for is what was first for NASA became NASA. Now you got the answer that you're seeking. No worries. No definition of making any kind of concept of problematics. You got your answer that you're seeking out. Is it that much of a big deal? No. Unless you make it out to be a big deal. So all the competitor, competition, ha ha ha, everything I can do better than everybody else with the winning act. It's never about winning. It was about gaining that knowledge to learn something the right way. Now you have seek to see what you are looking for to become something so much more in this preservation of life that you get through over this so-called atmosphere, this rocket that blasts up there into the atmosphere and goes into outer space of the constellation. This is what we call a NASA project point of view, pointing up. Now, they didn't always have these spacecrafts, rocket that you have now. Back in that time when you were talking about that so called other point of view. So there's a fine difference of change over time. You understand? You seek now to know the knowledge line that you're on. All right, now, my second concept. He that makes the so-called program gets the so-called program. Ones who are dedicated to playing the game video game itself, that loves the video game and wants to be this person that plays games, but actually programs the field of games, gets the game. Now, it doesn't mean we always necessarily have the money. It means that the money's on a card, and the card goes to a certain point from a digital line, they get the money from there. It's transfer. To some of us, this is what we choose to be for the rest of our days. To other people, they say, why is this all he ever wants to do? Isn't there anything else he wants to do? I'm going to answer your question because I simply am not interested in other things except the things that I choose to be. It's simple. You answer the question, you shall get answer. You ask, you shall get answer. The more you argue to try to figure out somebody not asking, then it's making it harder on your time, making it harder on your being. Because you simply did not answer the question that you were seeking to that person that you were trying to find out. So if you talk with them, you'll get to know them. But some of us are dedicated to be this way. This is the path that we chose. This is actually a really, really good path because we chose to be artistic people. The arts of life, which is a good thing. Because you learn a lot of stuff. You learn as you go. That's one of the best ways of going about it. And the choice is yours. Make it a great day. Or you can make the choice to make that great day or not. It is up to you in the end. All right, you lovely ladies and gentlemen. Peace and many thousands to come by.